Today we're going to see if the 5 highest overall quarterbacks can save the 5 worst teams in the league. We have 99 overall Mahomes, 98 overall Lamar Jackson, 93 overall Joe Burrow, 92 overall Josh Allen, and 90 overall Dak Prescott. And they're going to the teams that had the 5 worst records in the NFL this season. Tiebreakers are going to be the draft order. So Carolina at number 1, the Commanders at number 2, Patriots at number 3, Cardinals at 4, and then Chargers at 5, which means Patrick Mahomes is headed to Carolina. Deontay Johnson, new wide receiver that he can play with. Now, these are pretty much updated for the most part. Downloaded it from the community files, try to make changes if necessary. Now, to help these quarterbacks out a little bit, they're going to get the playbooks that they usually play with. So Mahomes is using the Chiefs, Lamar is going to use the Ravens, etc., etc. Speaking of Lamar, here he is in Washington with Eckler, Brian Robinson, Terry McLaurin, Zach Ertz at tight end. Man, they're an 81 overall. Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu. Hey, do not sleep on Washington, turning things around with the quickness. Now the Patriots get Joe Burrow. You have Antonio Gibson behind Ramondre. KJ Osborne made some solid additions in the offseason. Of course, Christian Gonzalez back healthy. Judon back healthy. Another team that could surprise some people. 82 overall. Cardinals have Josh Allen, of course. James Conner at running back. No more Hollywood Brown. So the wide receiver core needs a little bit of help. They're probably going to get some in the draft, but as of now, we'll see if Allen's addition is enough to help them make it to the playoffs again. Another team that's going to add some help at wide receiver, the Chargers, led by Dak Prescott. Had a great regular season last year. Can he do it again with this team? No more Keenan, no more Mike Williams. They do have Gus Edwards. No more Everett at tight end. 78 overall. A lot of studs on defense, though. We'll see if Dak can make it happen. We're going to watch one drive from each of these quarterbacks on their new teams. Edwards on his first carry getting 7. Now the Dolphins already got 7 up on the board, so let's see if Los Angeles can keep pace. Dak under center. Gonna be another carry. Okay, Edwards with a nice run. Another run by Gus Edwards through the lane and picking up another first down. He's running well. I don't know if people are talking about that addition by the Chargers enough. He could have himself a good year, man. Dak on his first pass finds Palmer. Now Chargers, obviously, of these 5 teams, probably have the best quarterback in Justin Herbert, so not too much of an upgrade in terms of overall. But hey, man, something about Mr. Prescott, he tends to have some great regular seasons, and that's what you need to do to get to the playoffs. Another laser. They're down to the 1. Here comes the I form, and you know Gus Edwards is nice near the goal line. They're going right to him. He's gonna dive in for the touchdown. Nice drive by Dak and company. They have the lead late in the 4th quarter, and they're gonna stay in front. 1-0 to start for Dak and the Chargers. So we get to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Lamar and the Commanders taking on Allen and the Cardinals in game 1. You see, they tried to read option, didn't work, but I'd be shocked if they stay away from Lamar's running ability. Oh, back-to-back sacks. Commanders struggling on their first drive of the season. 3rd and 16. Let's see if Lamar can help keep the chains moving. He should probably go to scary Terry McLaurin. He's going to throw it on a run, and it's complete, but a couple yards short. And the Cardinals force a punt on Lamar's first drive of the year. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. We might not see Josh Allen for a little bit. A punt return touchdown. Greg Dortch to the crib. Washington turned it over. And now the Cardinals have great field position. Allen under center. Going to hand off Connor. What a nice run. Will we see Josh's first pass of the season on his 3rd and 6? Yes. Let's see where he decides to go. Okay, he's going to take off. And can he get the first? No. Good tackle on the open field. Wait a minute. They're going to go for it. 4th and 3. Allen under center. I form formation. And wow, they're going to actually hike it. Okay, Connor with a nice juke. And he picks up the first. Looks like this could be zone coverage. That's exactly what it is. They leave Dortch wide open. The guy that got the punt return touchdown gets his first catch of the game. 3rd and 5. Wagner had the tackle right there. And they're going to send him on a blitz as Allen throws an interception. So rough start for both of these quarterbacks. Things start picking up closer to the 2nd half. We're in the 4th quarter. Cardinals have the 10-point lead, but Washington's not going away. And they take the lead. So Lamar gets the better of Allen in game 1. We'll see if they both end up in the playoffs. Now we're looking at Joe Burrow and the Patriots offense. Game 1 up against this Eagles defense who struggled a lot at stopping the pass last season. A couple plays later, 3rd and inches. I'd be shocked if they don't just give the ball to Ramondre. Yep, he picks up the first. 2nd down and 7. Burrow getting his 2nd completion situation of the game. 3rd and 7. Burrow. Ooh, try to go to Hunter Henry. It's incomplete. So the Eagles defense forces a punt. And they have the commanding lead late in the 4th quarter. Burrow try to keep it close, but they start off with an L. He had a great game. 374 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Just couldn't get the dub. We got a $5 super chat from Tyler Perkins 4159. Thank you. He says, I've had a few suggestions end up as vids, so let's keep the gravy train rolling. How about a matchup between two teams? Team 1, 3 strongest armed quarterbacks with a team of wide receivers who are the best route runners but the slowest. Team 2, 3 weakest armed quarterbacks with the fastest wide receivers who are terrible route runners. I love the vids, man. Keep it up. I appreciate it. Hey, cool idea, man. I might have to make that one happen. Now let's get back to the video. And last but certainly not least, Mahomes on the Panthers. First play, he's gonna dump it off to Chuba Hubbard. Very underrated running back right there. Not gonna lie, I was sad to see Booby struggle so much. Last year, Miles Sanders didn't have the best season. I was hoping he would. Hopefully he can bounce back. Mahomes goes down. Terrell Jr. with the sack. Let's see if Mahomes can keep the chains moving on his 3rd and 18. Stepping up. He's gonna take off. No, just gonna throw it away. Okay. Tough start again for another elite quarterback. But you already know you can never count him out. Late in the game, Panthers have the lead. It's tied up 31 apiece. Overtime in game 1. And Mahomes already making a difference. 286 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, outduels Kirk Cousins and division rival ATL. Alright, so now we sim straight to the playoffs. Let me know your predictions. Out of these 5 quarterbacks and their new teams, how many of them are making it to the playoffs? I'm gonna say 4. I think it's gonna be tough for the Cardinals. Even though they're in the NFC, that's a tough division, and I don't know if Allen has enough weapons around him. So 3 out of the 5 quarterbacks were able to take their teams to the playoffs. Dak and the Chargers go 11 and 6. Burrow and the Patriots go 8 and 9, a couple games short of the postseason. Mahomes and the Panthers go 10 and 7, and Josh Allen and the Cardinals made it at 9 and 8, proving me wrong. But Lamar and the Commanders came up 1 game short and missed out. Here's what Mahomes was able to do: 33 touchdowns, 9 picks, 70% completion percentage, 4,300 yards. Man, Hubbard did his thing on the ground, 17 touchdowns. Ian Thomas, 1,100 yards. Thielen, 11 touchdowns. Lamar with 29 touchdowns and 9 INTs. Great completion percentage at 73. He also had 8 rushing touchdowns. Him, Eckler, and Robinson, nice rushing trio. McLaurin, 830 yards, so not the most yardage. Burrow with 33 touchdowns, only 10 picks, over 4,000 passing yards. Ramondre, 12 touchdowns on the ground. Juju, 1,200 yards, almost had 2,000 yard receivers. Another great season. Josh Allen, 30 touchdowns, 12 INTs, over 4,000 yards passing. 5 touchdowns on the ground. Him, Carter, and Connor, nice rushing trio. Ooh, 2,000 yard receivers. So maybe Allen elevates those around him more than we like to give him credit for. And last but not least, Dak on the Chargers, over 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 13 picks. Edwards with 17 rushing touchdowns, and Palmer 1,300 yards. MVP goes to Mahomes on the Panthers. Lamar ends up 2nd. Allen in the top 5. Same with Burrow. So since we have 3 teams remaining, we're going to watch all of their playoff games. Cardinals up against the Eagles. Panthers up against the Falcons. And the Chargers are playing the Browns. The sim to the end of his close, we hop in. Mahomes is unbelievable, man. To win MVP on a team that went 2 and 15 last season. I mean, he's just different. I don't know how else to explain it. Oh, this is a close one. No, never mind. Come on. Oh, Mahomes letting it get away from him. 45-29. He got them to the playoffs. Kirk Cousins and that offense was just a little too much. 6 touchdowns. Is crazy. But yeah, their season ends here. Here we go. Dak Prescott and the Chargers taking on that really good Cleveland Browns roster. Let's see if he's able to get the first playoff dub by one of these quarterbacks. 10-0 at one point, but Cleveland refuses to go away. Low scoring game for the most part. 17-7 in the 4th quarter. The Browns cut it to 1 possession, but Dak Prescott and company are moving on to get the first dub. And now it's Josh Allen's turn. Credit to him for proving me wrong. I didn't know the Cardinals would have enough, but then again, Allen is different, okay? 21-3 though. He has a lot of work to do to come back and win this one against the Eagles in game 1 of the playoffs, and it's not looking likely. So I think Dak Prescott, the only one of these 5 quarterbacks to make it to the 2nd round. Still great game, great season by Mr. Allen. Up next for Dak is the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. We just saw this matchup a couple years ago in the playoffs. Jacksonville, crazy comeback. Now Dak has to do do it to them. 21-31, start of fourth quarter. Every time they get close, Jacksonville pulls away, and they're going to hold on. So there it is. Dak Prescott goes home, and of the 5 quarterbacks that went to the 5 worst teams, he went the furthest. How did your predictions go? I'm curious, man. Thank you so much for watching to the end. Destroy that like button if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.